Hi, so fucking drunk here yet again with yet another attempt at an ale review. This is my last beer from my wee 4 or 5 reviews from the United States, and I'm a bit dubious of this one. That's why I've left it at last. I'm actually stepping back a little bit to something that I was slagging off a long time ago. Not this beer, but slagging off the style of beer. And I just hope this beer maybe basically might rekindle a little bit of faith in something I used to have. It's a lager. I've not drunk lager in a long time now, but this one has been reviewed. It's from the Brooklyn Brewery, and it's the Brooklyn Lager, and I think it's 5.2 in the Richter scale. Get the old Gregory Peck's on for this. Let me see what strength it. Yeah, 5.2 on the Richter scale. So lager is something I've drank for about 100 years. Until I saw the light and started drinking craft beers. So I just hope it's not going to be nightmare revisited, but I hope maybe I'll have a pleasant experience here. The American beers have been great. I've reviewed this will be my 6th American beer. I've had so far, oh wait a minute, I've had some good ones, so this is my last one. I've had one bad one, so hopefully spark this bad boy open. The Brooklyn Brewery, cool wee top there. Put it with the collection, and we'll go in here. Because it was a lager, I had to use a lager glass, the old Nelson Mandela, as we call it in Glasgow. It's known as something else, but I'm not going to call it. But in Glasgow, there's a few of us old heads. We call them Nelson Mandelas. Rhymes with Stella Artois glass. So we'll get the Brooklyn Lager in. See what it comes up with. Well, I wasn't expecting that colour for a start. It being a lager. A nice dark. What would you say that is? It's got a lot of life in the glass there. That's like it's not quite a dark red colour like your heavy beers. That's more like that's like a blood orange colour. Nice white head on it as well. I've had a lot of heard a lot of good reviews about this, so I'm going to get in here for the nose. Well, don't get anything in the nose really. Let's try again. No, don't get anything in the nose. To me, lager there was no odour to it at all. There was no smell. There was no throwback. So it's all in the taste. So fucking drunk. Step back in time. Let's hope it's not a bad step back in time. Try the Brooklyn Lager from the US of A. New York, US of A. So, Slangiva, New York. Let's see what we can come up with. Well, my recollection of lager was it never tasted like that. That is possibly something that if you go out and draft, if I walked in being a reformed drinker, ale drinker, craft beer drinker, I quite possibly might buy that if I saw it in draft or cask, whatever it is. It's actually quite refreshing. It's with lagers is that still can't get nothing off the nose, but it's actually quite pleasant. What I used to get from lagers was they were just cold and wet, and chilled boredom as I call them. This is different. I can't really describe the flavours in it, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, it's not like your craft beers, your beers full of flavours, your IPAs or anything like that. You're not going to get that from that. That has got a nice, clean, sharp, crisp taste. It's got a wee bit of kick as well, but it's a very, very, very small bottle, Brooklyn Lager. But it's one that, if there was a box of it bought in a party, it would get drunk. It's quite nice, quite refreshing. I'll go back in here again, see what I can come up with. Yeah, it's got that nice crisp, dry taste to it. I'm trying to describe the flavour. Definitely not lager. Oh God, shocking. Right, here's the only way I can describe this, and probably only people in Scotland will know what I'm talking about. See when you get a 10-inch lager, now 10-inch lager is either loved or it's hated. It's like Marmite in Scotland. Marmite, for anyone that's American, is something that's like a beef bouillon thing that you would put in stews and soups. Some people actually spread it on like toast or grilled bread or whatever you guys call it out there. It's got a 10-inch lager, going back to 10-inch lager. It's got that nice gritty taste that 10-inch lager's got, but I'm not a fan of 10-inch lager, but I know what I'm talking about. It's got a grit, right, heavy taste that gives it distinctive. You know you're drinking 10-inch lager. If someone put 2 glasses of beer in front of you and said, what one's 10-inch? Anyone from Scotland will point and say, that one there, I know 10-inch lager, it's because of the distinctive taste. This has got that kind of nice, it's not nice, I'm not saying 10-inch lager's nice, I'm not a fan of it. It's got that distinctive kind of taste, very similar. No, that's wrong, it's not similar to 10-inch lager because it's not like 10-inch lager, but it's got that kind of, oh my God, I'm running out of ideas here what I'm trying to say. It's got that kind of grittiness about it. It's actually not what I would say. It's not a bad lager, Brooklyn Lager. It's not bad at all. It's actually quite refreshing. Would I drink it again? Quite possibly. If I saw it in draft, possibly I would drink it again. I don't think it would revisit in bottle. It's not bad, but it's basically, I've taken a step back from lager, but I've seen this one being reviewed loads and loads of time. So the Brooklyn Lager, New York, US of A, is going to get a so fucking drunk rating, and I'm going to be kind to this because I'm not a lager fan, but I'm going to be kind to this because it doesn't taste like any British based lagers. It's got its own distinctive taste. I know what I try to say, and it's all came out wrong, but maybe 10-inch lager drinkers will know what I'm talking about. I'm going to give this pass marks. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. My philosophy is it's going to be a beer I'll revisit, but it's this, because it's lager, I won't revisit it, but I'm glad I've reviewed it. But if I ever get a chance to have it on draft or cask, whatever way it comes, I think it will be draft with this, I will try it. It's not the worst thing I've drunk, but it's not the best thing. But then again, I do not drink lagers anymore. So anyway, if you've had this Brooklyn Lager before and you agree or disagree, please leave a comment below. If you stumbled upon this video while just like jumping through other videos, other links and stuff like that, if you like what you see, please subscribe, and basically if you've just watched it anyway to the end, cheers, and maybe one other day I might see you for another So Fucking Drunk beer review. Cheers for now, Slangy Va.